So I'm on the treadmill. I'm not really talking about the Bible right now. I'm going to be just doing some treadmill talking. And the thought right now is it work-play balance? Work-life balance? I think Charlotte might be upstairs, babe. That's my 2-year-old. Getting on the treadmill late, having some thoughts sparked by a conversation with a really good friend of mine about, like, you know, how do you divide life properly? And the guilt around, you know, being tired of doing things that are also important to you, and the guilt around, you know, wanting to do things that are good for you. And that is crazy and tricky. But, like, I just want to, I work, I have responsibilities, and I want to have some me time. And I'm working on that. This right here on treadmill, getting my sweat glow on is part of that. But also, I want to do my writing, do my time, put in my time feeding myself properly, not just with food, but with the Word of God. Because sometimes I will try to trick myself, but I'm not very good at tricking myself into believing this, but I try to trick myself into believing if I write something for readers that's from the Bible, but that it's also feeding myself, but it's not. It's a separate thing. So reading the Bible to provide nourishment to others is one thing, but it's not the same as feeding myself. So I have to, if I want to be well, if I want to be peaceful and function at my highest level, I got to feed myself properly with my food, with the Word of God. And I'm a morning person in that sense. Once it starts getting dark and just even hints at darkness, and so in the winter that's like 3:30 or so, I start shifting gears into wanting to relax, whether I've achieved it or not. But I've got work that I want to do. I got different kinds of work that I want to do. Some you know, Bible journaling, Bible study, sharing work I want to do. And I want to do some, you know, Christian nonfiction writing work that I like to do. I've got some fantasy series work that I'm doing for some books a series that I've been building in some form since 6th grade. It's in one form or another since 6th grade. I've got that kind of work I want to do. Write films. I got that kind of work I want to do. I also have responsibilities, which is work I want to do. I got responsibilities to my husband. One, two, three, 4 kids I want to do. I want to respond to the distress that I see in their lives. You know, emotional distress, performance distress at school, hurdles that are keeping them from being successful and focused where they need to be at school, helping them learn good habits and why and how it's important to do the unfun things so you can do the fun things. Do the homework, prepare for the test, prepare for the quiz before you do the video game, or whatever. I'm trying to help them with focus and myself with focus by providing a non-chaotic environment for myself for a big space of the day, and especially when the kids come home. So they come home to instrumental, quiet, peaceful music so that they can get into a habit of focusing during creative and necessary tasks. So whether it be studying, homework, or doing some STEM work, you know, I want them to, some building, some creating, imaginative writing. I want them to be creative writing, imaginative play. I want them to learn that and be trained up in that because it's beneficial. Maybe they just play in the snow when there's snow like there is right now. And I want to cook for folks. I want to meet the needs. But I also want to have time to read, time to look at what I want to look at. Especially if it's good for me. I'm learning that. My girl Holistic Hilda was talking today with a friend of hers in her closet videos about, you know, what are you pouring into yourself? So yes, I'm pouring the word, but am I pouring in things that are making my energy anxious? You know, and am I doing that? So I'm thinking about that. I haven't decided if I'm gonna cut certain things out, but I'm thinking about it. I'm processing it, and bottom line is, I still, whatever it may be that I'm reading or watching, I want that time. And that is some tricky stuff. That is some tricky stuff. Charlotte, I want to see that work done, completed. So, this is the first, I think, of Treadmill Talks with Jay Jones.